Hi everyone, this is Alessio. In this video, I want to first of all show you how we traded yesterday's market, yesterday's big rally in the stock market, as you probably heard. But more importantly, show you what is really needed, the key to trading success. All right, because certainly a lot of people who come to trading, maybe who are new to trading or not very experienced in this, or maybe there are people who have been doing it for years but just never really got the mastery of trading. Again, they're very confused by this, and they think that the key to success is getting some holy grail indicator. Okay, so often what I've seen a lot of these traders do is go and buy some fancy holy grail indicator that really is not going to make you a successful trader. Okay, they do certainly help you. I do make use of indicators myself, but that's not the key, guys. That's not the key to becoming a successful and profitable trader. Okay, so really I want to show you in this video what is required, and let me just say that knowing this one fact can probably save you a lot of money and frustration in the long term as well. And I try and do this as briefly as I can. Okay, so let me show you how we traded this market yesterday in our trading room. So this is actually one of my favorite markets to trade. It's the S&Ps. The symbol here is @ES, and it's a 4181 tick chart that I'm using here, which just simply means that every bar you see here forms after every 4,181 trades that go through. Okay, so really the first opportunity for me to actually put a trade here was right over here, as you can see. So notice we had what I'm actually using here also, apart from these the bars here. Is a momentum-based and volatility indicator that I'm using here. So yes, you can see that over here we had a signal. So here you can see that the dots went red and then it went to green. So that gives me the first heads up here, okay, that the markets are building momentum to explode. The other thing you can do here is just on your chart, I always use a moving average. Okay, here I'm going to use a 21-day moving average on my chart. You can see here. But more importantly, pay attention to this. All right. So if you go, I always use for my trading a 15-minute chart and a 60-minute chart. Okay, together combined. All right. So I always keep these two on my charts, and I have a look at what's happening here. And the reason is you only want to place a trade in the direction. Okay, so in the direction of the momentum. All right. So before I took that trade, I checked this. Have a look at the 60-minute chart first of all, and where is this momentum going? If you look at this, you can see the momentum here is clearly pushing higher. Okay, you see these bars are getting shorter and shorter and pushing in the upward direction. All right, and you can see that we've got blue bars here as well in the 60-minute chart, the S&Ps. Also look at the 15-minute chart. Where is this momentum going? The momentum here is clearly, you can see this momentum is clearly pushing higher. Can you see this? Okay, so not only do we have momentum on the 60-hourly minute chart going higher, we also have momentum on the 15-minute chart also pushing higher. All right, so if you were looking at this, which direction do you think is the stronger trend on the markets? Is it an upward trend or is it a downward trend? Well, absolutely, it's an upward trend. Okay, so let's go back to our chart. Okay. By the way, if you don't want to use a 4181 tick chart, you can also use a 5-minute chart. Okay, it doesn't really matter. You can use a 5-minute chart if you wanted to. There's no reason. Okay, so I just like tick charts because they give cleaner signals. All right, so notice we had a signal here. We had a pullback. So we got a pullback here to the 21-day moving average here as well. And a signal fires off right here. So we placed our trade just around the 1346 region here. Okay, 1346 region, and then the thing is to hold on to the trade. Hold on to the trade as long as the momentum bars are pushing higher. Okay, so these momentum bars are pushing higher. But look, this is an interesting thing here. Look, momentum here dies off right about there. You see that? Got two consecutive bars in the opposite direction. All right, so here at this point you can actually take out half your position. Okay, so take half off. All right, so take if you had, like, for example, if you've been doing 4 contracts, you could sell 2 contracts, take half position. Or if you were doing, let's say, 10 pounds a point using leverage in the UK, for example. So I'm doing this in the UK. If you're doing 10 pounds a point, then sell 5 pounds a point and exit half. Okay. So once that happens, sell half and then hold the rest. Hold the rest either until we hit resistance, which of course we had a pivot point here. You see this dotted line you see here is the R1. It's the R1 pivot. And then, you can hold the rest and just exit the rest of your position right over here. Okay, so let me just put that. You can notice here you've got 2 bars of the opposite color. So you got all blue bars here all together here. All right, and then the bars change from blue to red. I look for 2 consecutive bars right over here. All right. So altogether, really, we're talking about, okay, so this is a move from 1346 to 13. Actually managed to exit our position a bit higher than this, with 1356. All right. But even if you got out here at 1354, still not bad. You're talking about 8 to 10 points, 8 to 10 points here on the S&Ps. And of course, how does this translate to money? Okay, so if you're making 10 points here on the S&Ps, all right, 10 points, all right, and of course, if you're doing this in the UK, that actually translates to 100 points. Okay, the reasons for this I'll explain in another video. Okay, that's actually, we're talking about 100 points if you're using leverage, a form of leverage in the UK. All right, 100 points. Okay, so if you're doing 10 pounds a point, so that means multiply that by 10 pounds per 10 pounds a point. Okay, and we're talking about the form of points over here. Okay, that actually means you're making 1,000 pounds. Okay, 1,000 pounds in this trade here. Okay, almost about 1,000 pounds. All right. So now the thing is, even if you're not doing 10 pounds a point, if you're doing 5 pounds a point, again, we're still talking about 500 pounds here. Now, don't forget that, of course, you're taking risk here. Okay, you are taking, every trade you put on is obviously going to have risk. Okay, it doesn't matter how everything, the setup could be perfect, the setup could be amazingly great, but of course, every trade carries an amount of risk. All right, so the question is, even if you're trading this right there, where would you put your risk limit? Where would you put your stop loss? Okay, this is the key subjects, key issues we'll be talking about in our live trading event, which we're doing on the 28th and 29th of March. Okay, so again, if you want to learn how to make an income from trading, of course, you're not going to make 1,000 pounds or $1,000 every single day. That's not the way it works. Okay, but the point is to be a consistent, okay, so consistently profitable trader. Okay, so consistency is the thing you want to achieve here. Okay, it's not about how much money you're going to make. It's not about how much points you're going to make every single day, but it's about achieving consistency. All right, that's the key really to success in trading. And again, if you want to learn how to actually be able to make an income from trading, and how to be able to do successfully. If you'd like to see more videos like this and to get up-to-date news in the markets and to see what we're trading every week in our trading room, then just go to leadingtrader.com/alerts, or if you're seeing this on my blog, you can click the tab at the top of the page and then fill in the details. And your email privacy is, of course, assured. Thank you very much.